Welcome to the Outdoor Test Kitchen Podcast. I'm your host, Seth, along with Tim, and together we'll be discussing all things cooking, camping, and everything in between. We've got an exciting episode in store for you this week, so let's get started. Hey, welcome back. It's been a great week.
It has. It's been very good, actually. Nice, awesome storm.
Oh, I tell you what, it started out very hot, but we got a very nice little summer storm, and it really...
Yeah, it was crazy. It was like a heck ton of wind.
Yes, and a lot of cool.
It went from like 100 degrees to like 70 degrees.
No, it was amazing.
It was crazy. It was like, literally, it was like the AC was turned on, but outside.
Finally.
Yeah.
and that happened, I think, Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday evening.
And it's been pretty nice. It was a nice day all day today.
Yeah, it's been under 100 since Sunday night.
And when we've been used to 100 plus in the low 90s, it's refreshing.
Seriously, it made the lower 90s feel like it was 70.
Yes. So that was very nice.
It was super nice.
Yeah,
that allowed us to get a lot of stuff done for our new projects.
Yes, and that was the nice thing, because working on different projects, man, and 100 plus, it
takes a toll.
Yes, I mean, it just wears you out, and you don't get as much done as you would like, and plus, I mean, you gotta keep staying hydrated and just drinking water. You got to get some electrolytes in there. You can get a little worn down.
Yeah, you can get a little cranky.
Yes. But
yeah.
It was a great week all around, especially with the nice weather. I mean, it feels good right now.
Yeah, it does. It feels really good. And I got a little hyper-focused on our new projects, and so I might have missed a couple posts to the social media.
Oh, hey, it happens. It happens. Hey, when you're focused, I mean, we don't spend all our time on the social media. We're doing projects and testing stuff and working every day.
Yeah, I try and spend as little time as possible on social media.
But yes, and speaking of projects, we hopefully put some pictures in now, but we worked on a different set, a little project area, a new build area.
Right
over there. Designed a new little saw table and work table, integrated the table saw. I mean,
into it.
And so nice.
Put up some nice lighting.
Oh, yeah. Redid the electrical completely over on that side.
Yeah, that was fun. It looks really good. Obviously, you've seen from the photos, or if you're on Apple, check out YouTube to see those, or our Instagram. We also posted some photos on there too. Yeah. But yeah, it's looking pretty good.
It's looking good. In fact, today I was really making some of the final touches on it, and I know we do make little areas to look good as well, but to be importantly functional, and the workflow in that little project area, y'all are going to see a lot of build projects and other little testing area. It's really nice to give not just this test kitchen that we're in right now, that I know it just looks like a set, but we actually use it to test. We move all this and we cook on this island and we test things out like we're out in the field, but of course we're inside, but to stay true, it's not climate controlled, so we know how it feels.
Yeah, and it's true, that is by design, honestly, so that when we do test stuff in here, it's similar to testing it.
Yes, because I mean, we can make a lot of things in here, but if we're not understanding the aspect of the element while testing things of what time of year, the humidity, the heat, and so forth and so on, it's not really an accurate test, and we can't guarantee the recipes are good for the campsite. And
absolutely. I mean, there's been hundreds, maybe close to in the thousands of
Sorry.
Maybe close to thousands of dinners or meals made right here.
Oh, yes. All
On the
kinds
aspect of we like our sets to be useful.
Yes.
Not only pretty.
They're not just here to look good. We use them. So
we do.
And so I'm really excited about the next step that we talked about last week on the YTK, which is kind of our building and, refurbishing our boats and turning the one into our boat RV so that it's easy to pull and it's like a little tiered up trailer. And
yeah, exactly. That's going to be So is going to be on here as our camper that we can also take to the water. So that's going to be pretty cool.
That's going to be fun because, you've heard us talk about RVs and what we think about a lot of the quality. We looked and we've tried different ones. And
that was a lot of the inspiration to get it because, dude, this thing is higher quality for a lot less.
Yeah, you got to put some elbow grease into it,
and realistically, that's just cosmetics. I mean, it's not falling apart by any means.
No, let's be honest. Back in the day, they built stuff a whole lot better than they do today. Now they just build stuff to turn a quick profit and get it out, and they build it not to last so that you have to continue the cycle of buying and buying.
I think it's planned obsolescence.
Yes. No. But it is exciting. So there's going to be some projects, and we'll tell you about one project a little later, a new segment that we're coming up with. I'm super excited about it.
I'm glad that you said that because I was that close to saying it right now. But.
No, that's after our recipe of the week. And our recipe of the week? Stay tuned.
Hey.
It's one of my favorites, and it's perfect for summer.
It is. It is. Yep.
And also we ordered in we're going to start testing out some 12-volt fridges.
Yeah, I'm excited about that.
And yes, we've worked with the Dometics and the Iceco, the very expensive, you're looking at $500 to $1,000. But we really wanted to see if
do you really have to spend $500 to $1,000 more? Actually, I think the Dometic's actually like 15 or 16.
Jeez. Yeah.
For like the larger one where you can.
And so we got a 30 quart.
I thought it was 40.
Oh, it might be 40. I have to check. I don't have the specs on me. We're waiting it to get in.
It's a decent size. It's
a size for a good weekend cooler and refrigerator and freezer, and under $200. I think it was $160 before tax.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And so it's really cool because we've seen some people use them and talk good things. So we really wanted to put the less expensive, more frugal options out there, and to see if it really holds up, or is there a difference in quality with the name brand, or are you really paying more for the name brand? Because doing a lot of researches on these fridges and 12-volt fridges and stuff, a lot of the internal parts come from the exact same place, and
they're pretty much the same.
So that's exciting that we're going to be starting that, and it's a great option because ice management can be kind of a pain. And so a nice little 12-volt, if you have a little solar panel or a battery panel, or, even if you're an electric site, it just seems very convenient, and you don't have all the watery ice. You can take more fun foods, a freezer. Yeah. So we're excited to start that test. And of course, once we're done, and if it fails, it fails. But if not, we will let you know.
Yeah, we could even possibly test out the recipe of the week, see how long it can hold in one of those.
No, that's very true. And speaking of the recipe of the week, We're not. I'm not diving into it. Don't get too excited. I'm not going in there. I haven't pushed the button yet.
I was about to say, holy cow.
But the reason we kind of chose this recipe is because coming up, we do demos for.
Oh yeah.
Cast iron cooking, but like I said,
The Dutch
due to the
ovens,
weather, it's in a lot of burn band we are, and so they came up with why don't we do some ice cream? So I'm excited for a different kind of take on things, and
I mean, I think ice cream's pretty fun to make.
yes, I think it's very fun. So well, we're already talking about it, so why not we? It's time for the recipe of the week, where we break down one of our favorite recipes and give you guys all the details. So let's get cooking.
What?
All right. Yes. Well, let's get freezing, not cooking.
Hey.
So yes, like we were talking about, we do a Dutch oven society and go out and do demos and Dutch oven cooking, and it's a lot of fun. But like the burn bans that are going on, we were trying.
We're doing Grandma Honey's.
Oh yes, Grandma Honey's chocolate raspberry ice cream.
Come on, man.
Sorry, I'm excited, but
I'm just messing with you. Everybody was like, "What is it?"
Sorry. It's a chocolate raspberry ice cream, and it is probably the best ice cream. Ben and Jerry's can't hold a candle to it. So
Yeah. No, dude.
neither can Bluebell. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Honestly, most of the ice cream you buy from the store, you've never made ice cream before. Quotation marks. Maybe you haven't. Maybe you have. You can make better ice cream.
Oh,
I mean, it's
sure.
just
I mean, you're not putting in like all of the recipes we try to do. Convenience factor, you can go buy a pint, but take 2 hours every time, and you can have much better ice cream and a much better product. That one, it may be sinful and unhealthy, but it is actually better for you than if you went and bought it, because that product is full of high fructose corn syrup and a
whole bunch
garbage
of extra stuff that doesn't need to be in there.
No, and it's more just to make it shelf stable. And I trust me, homemade ice cream
It's not gonna
last long. Like, you can make a gallon and it will be gone pretty fast.
It will. Well, depending on how many people you have, it could be gone in maybe a day or two.
Yes, you just got to get churning again. But this ice cream is great, and I'm really excited to go out and demo it in front of a lot of people, because it's
just in a couple days. Saturday we're gonna be out.
Next Saturday.
Oh, it's next Saturday.
Yes.
Oh man.
The following. But
I thought it was this Saturday.
No.
You gotta wait. Get to have ice cream.
You gotta wait a little longer for that ice cream. I know. And this is
that's funny.
Some of the best ice cream that I can remember growing up, and usually only had it once or twice a year. It was kind of a nice little summer surprise that Grandma Honey would make and be like, hey, I made ice cream. She would usually do 2 batches, one the chocolate raspberry and then one just plain vanilla, because, there are some people that are like, ugh. But, hey, that's why Sharon Williams made different colors of paint. To each their own. But this is probably one of the best ice creams I've ever had, and I'm excited to show it off and to let you guys in on it. And of course, the recipe will be on our website at outdoortestkitchen.org, and it's a pretty simple recipe as well. I mean,
it really is. And you know what? I'm excited to tell you guys how good it is. I'm ready to taste it.
It is good, and it doesn't need anything.
I've had it before, but a lot.
But it's and making ice cream is it's fun. I mean, it takes a little time,
especially if you have kids.
Oh, yes, and the old churn. You can either get the hand churner or the electric one, and there are the cool little balls you can shake and throw. I mean, there's a lot of fun ice cream makers, but this recipe is really to make about a little over a gallon for your standard churners.
Yeah.
But you could make it and do the little small ones. And there's the KitchenAid has the, if you have one of the KitchenAid mixers, you can freeze the bowl. There's so many cool ice cream makers to make it convenient that you don't have to do the old wooden bucket with ice and everything.
Man,
but that is
that would be, it would be pretty cool to do it that way.
Hey, go old school and get the old crank and just sit there, get a workout.
Ooh.
You work out to eat all those calories.
Yeah. Hey, that's a good idea.
But well, I'll go through the recipe real quick. It's about 10 ingredients, and then we'll go through the process because the technique it's a little different than if you're just making straight vanilla. But you got 4 eggs, 2 1/4 cup of cane sugar, 5 cups of whole milk, 4 cups of heavy cream, 4 1/2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, a teaspoon of sea salt, and a lot of people think that you shouldn't put salt in desserts, but salt is a flavor enhancer. You shouldn't ever taste the salt. It's
you
there
don't want a salty dessert, but you do want
it's there to help
dessert.
Just like in cakes and everything.
Yeah.
When I was young and a pastry chef way back in the day, salt was a key ingredient, and it's there to enhance all the other things, to balance it out as well.
Yeah, you don't want too much, but you
don't want to taste the salt. And then a 1/4 to 1/3 cup of chocolate syrup. So if you want a little more chocolatey, you can do a 1/3 cup. 2 to 3 squares of semi-sweet chocolate melted. A bag of frozen raspberries, and that's about a 12-ounce bag that we use. And then a cup of raspberry preserves.
Ooh.
And so it's pretty simple. All you're going to do is you're going to basically cream the sugar and eggs first, and that's just whisking them all together until they kind of form little stiff peaks, just a little bit. And then you'll add in the milk, cream, the vanilla, and sea salt. Whisk that all together.
When you add those ingredients, are you whisking as you add?
Yeah, I mean,
just to kind of combine.
Yeah, you can, and you're not trying to aerate it a ton. You're just getting it all incorporated. So
I was just clarifying for them: is the technique to whisk in as you pour, or do you just get your peaks,
pour everything all in, and then mix it all up?
Okay,
simple.
Yeah,
and once it's all mixed up, you just put it into your container that you're going to churn with, and then put your chocolate in it and your chocolate syrup, and then take your melted chocolate and drizzle it in there, and that's what makes it best, because that melted chocolate will come little chocolate chips.
Well, like almost little chocolate, like strip chunks and stuff, and like little chocolate icebergs.
Yes, and it gives a nice little crunch and the chocolatey goodness. And then put the lid on, and of course, if you're making an ice cream maker, however your ice cream maker does, but most of them, you put ice, rock salt, and then you churn it for 15 to 30 minutes. And
it really depends on the ambient temperature.
Yes, and then once you get, it's not all the way done yet, then you're going to just drop in, stop it, open up the lid, and then throw in your raspberries and the preserve, and then put it back on and just finish it churning. Most the electric churners have an auto off, so once it gets so thick, it will just shut it off.
Yeah,
and then you're done, and then you can put it in the freezer and enjoy. But I mean,
if it makes it there,
I was just about to say that if it actually makes it to the freezer.
Yeah,
but this is probably this without doubt is my favorite ice cream. Like, I ask her to make it all the time. She's like, no, it's a summer thing. I'm like, come on, it's my birthday. That's what I want. It's like, well, if your birthday's not in summer, so sorry.
Oh, harsh.
No, she would make it if I really.
She would. She's very sweet.
Yes, she is. And it's perfect for all the hot summer days. And so we're going to be out at the state park demoing it.
Unfortunately, not this Saturday.
No, I know you were excited, but
I was.
just,
Not going to lie. I was really thinking it was this Saturday.
well, that's you got at least one more week to wait.
Well, we are the test kitchen, so we could test it.
Yes. I mean, we could try it out.
Hey, we could try a quarter recipe.
Yes.
See how well that works.
Oh,
Like make 1 quart.
I think we have one of those small ice cream.
I think we do.
So, hey, well, this week, because someone really wants this ice cream,
We might just do it.
and if we quarter batch it and it turns out just as good as the full batch,
Hey, we could do a reel.
yes,
That would be pretty cool.
all right. Just take a note of that, but I forgot my pen. So
Uh-oh.
can't take notes now.
I always have a pen. I changed my pants, though.
Oof. Well, that's what happens.
Uh,
Well, we'll just remember it. I'm sure we'll play back. At this
I'll
soon.
remember it in post. That's funny. But, yeah, man. I'm excited for some ice cream in the summer. It's just...
I am.
Mm.
So, well, and I'm sure once we have it, we'll be discussing how awesome that ice cream was,
Oh,
and
yeah.
and we'll tell you all about the Dutch oven demo, even though we're making ice cream and not using Dutch ovens, because
Hey,
it's a
call
fire
it the Eskimo oven.
Yes. I have had real Eskimo ice cream.
Oh, I thought you were about to say I said something wrong.
No, I was just thinking of Eskimo ice cream, which is basically fat sugar.
I was going to bring that up.
berries.
That just... I don't know.
If you want to make a real quick, this is a second recipe. If you want to make Eskimo ice cream really easy and you're not living in Alaska and you don't have whale fat or seal fat, just go get a big thing of Crisco, put some sugar in and mix some berries and freeze it. There you go. That's Eskimo ice cream in a nutshell.
Mmm. Yummy.
It's not that bad. If you get past
Dude.
what it is,
You're going to tell me spooning Crisco in your mouth is
well,
not
the Crisco
bad?
version is not. I mean, but it is quite a treat living in Alaska.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
It was different, but I get why it is. It's something sweet and a nice little treat. So,
Yeah. Well, let's get back to us on that. Let us know what you think of that.
yes, test it out and let us know. You be the testers on the Eskimo ice cream.
Yeah.
We'll give your report.
Exactly. Send it in. Let us know.
But yes, and now, well, we have a new little segment because of our new little area. We are starting different projects and build projects and stuff. So this little segment is we're going to give you a little update on this week's project that we're working on. So here we go. And
Got a pretty awesome project. This
yes,
is
I'm very excited about this one.
this is going to be pretty cool. It's going to be taking a lot of what we've already tested here and implementing it.
Yes, and we're building a galley box or chuck box, as a lot of the non-boaters would call it. And I've been studying and working on different designs on chuck boxes for a while for overlanders.
Yeah.
Let's have our Ford Jeep and a lot of the chuck boxes that would slide in and out.
Yep.
And so we've kind of designed one that, one, it will fit in the boat exactly where the old one was.
Yeah.
And two, it's perfect for, because we're going to have integrated legs. So even if you put it in your car and use it as just a standard chuck box on your campouts, or you can mount sliders on it and put it in your Jeep or your truck bed for truck camping. So
Yeah, exactly. It's going to be 100% anybody that wants to be in the outdoors and have some kind of box to have your whole kitchen in, we've got it.
yes, and that's the thing, the whole kitchen, not separate. It's
Oh, yeah.
and that's why we've been testing different. That's why we're starting to test the refrigerator systems.
Yeah.
because it will have an integrated refrigerator.
Mm-hmm.
It will have a sink.
Yep.
With a water tank,
Mm-hmm.
plenty of storage, a single burner, but with an optional jet bowl attachment burner for boiling waters and whatnot.
Yeah. And that's, man, that there's another project for that jet broiler.
Yes.
But, you know, that's another.
Yes, that's another project. But I am honestly very excited about it. I've been designing up this for quite some time, taking different ideas, and I think finally kind of nailed down a good system that will work on boat, on land, camping. I mean, it is
seriously, and we've actually been testing stuff for this for a very long time.
Yes, so the only new thing that we're figuring out is the refrigeration.
Yeah, because typically we've been using a cooler, but we thought that it might be, you know, a little more
just a little
convenient,
better. I mean, one of the first designs was just having a insulated cooler on how some of the Galley boxes used to have back in the day. But then we were like, well, let's see if we can get it all fit in with an electric 12 volt.
And very minimal consumption. It's not a very demanding cooler or fridge, I guess is what it's called.
And the awesome thing is we set the whole build budget for right around under $600, 550, and that includes hardware and everything. And you could do it for a lot less. Honestly, I've picked out some different design elements that like the sink. Yeah, I went with a little higher.
I mean, yeah, depending on the sink you want, the fridge you want, the finish. Those three things are going to vary on how much you're going to spend, but it, $400 or $500 is pretty conservative.
And then that's what we want. We don't want to build something that, it costs us thousands of dollars, and then y'all don't want to do it because, it costs a ridiculous amount. So everything we do, we're trying to think of you guys and just ourselves. I mean, we're frugal, and and that's why we really pay attention to the budget and what is the best out there, but what is also the quality that will not fail us and that will look good and be functional. And so I'm really excited about this, and that's kind of what really pushed us off to start building the set over there
set
to
B.
really start working. Basically the little workshop.
Yeah.
So instead, the workshop has just kind of been the rest of the area, but now we're actually going to have some projects, and they will be featured on OTK. So, we're expanding the channel, not just podcasts. We're going to start getting into more build, and, as we test things, we'll start laying out the tests.
We will, yeah.
So
I think also a pretty fun, I guess you could say, comparison video would be, because like the chuck box is about a $500 investment, but the like Dometic fridge itself is like $1,000 investment. So like do a comparison where we go camp with just the Dometic. It's like see what you can put in there that you can just eat out of the Dometic, and then take the chuck box and see what you can do with that.
Yes.
I think that would be kind of cool and fun.
I think it would, because one, you'd have to have all the other separate elements of the cook station, the
that's
storage,
what I mean.
the
like
everything.
With just the Dometic, what you could have hot dogs and a sandwich.
Yes.
I mean,
you basically
no cutting board, no nothing.
Yeah,
you just cut on top of it, I guess.
And that's the thing on the design. It's like the sink has an insert, the stove cover, so then you'll have a nice counter workspace. But you'll still, if you're operating, your stove, you still have workspace. If you're operating, it's very functional.
You got to think, $500 for a kitchen, that's pretty cheap.
Yes, and of course we once we get it all nailed down, we'll have all the designs available, and we're going to build kind of, I guess, a Amazon list of
so that you can find everything that we use.
Yes,
so you
the
could
hardware,
build it
everything, and we'll give in the other options. I started working on that because the one sink that we're going to use for it just for design, but then they have one that's $100 cheaper that is the exact same measurements. It's just not the...
Well, you just have to do a little more work because it doesn't come with an insert.
Yeah, you just have to make your own little cutting board insert to drop in.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's just kind of...
But also in the water pump, although, yes, and that's a really cool thing I found because it has a about 2.5 gallon water tank that will be built in that you can take out and put back in. But it will also have a little electric water pump so that you can wash your hands, wash your dishes, everything. Mm-hmm. So I'm pretty stoked about it. We're just waiting for everything to come in so we can start that build.
Yeah, that's going to be fun because it's, man, that's also why we've been working so hard on getting the set done. Because, you know, the workshop set, YTK set, would also be on here.
Yes, well, it's for both. And, like, especially this checkbox is for, I mean...
It's for
test
both.
Kitchen. It's for you cook outdoors, no matter what you're in, besides backpacking, unless you know you're the strongest man in the world. Then you throw some straps on and backpack with it. But other than that, it's for car camping, overlanding, or boating, and if you have a pontoon boat, you could just pick it up and go out and. So it's a very versatile. I think that's been the point of designing it and figuring it all out, so that you can use it. It's not just specific to the boat we're using or to our Jeep or that's
or anything. I mean, shoot, college student.
It could be in your dorm. Yeah. So that's
they're really good.
I'm pretty stoked about that. Not gonna lie.
Me too.
I can't wait to.
It's exciting.
Although some of the stuff should be here this weekend.
Yeah, I think Friday actually.
Yes, I think the
Some
fridge and stuff, hardware and other stuff, it's coming. But yes, and then we can start the fridge testing, the different economical fridges versus the expensive ones.
Yeah.
So a lot of things are going down. So always stay tuned.
Circle around, do all that, comment, let us know what you think, what you want to hear about.
Yes.
Recipes you want to know.
If you have ideas, let us know. We love trying different things. So yes. But hey, that's kind of. I guess that's it for this week.
Stay tuned. The YTK channel. Hopefully, we're gonna have it up a week, 2 weeks, something like that. Really, just trying to get this set done, getting this.
We've already done one build for the boat. We built an AC insert.
We did. Actually, we've got that sucker in the chamber.
Yes.
We are ready to post that one, but we just don't have the channel yet.
But yes. But guys, just stay tuned. And remember, you can check out all of our stuff on outdoortestkitchen.org. Like, subscribe,
comment, the whole shebang.
Like I always say,
notification bell, all of that stuff.
This is our community. Let's
it is.
Let's work this together. Let us know what you want to see here. And if you have any ideas and recipes you want us to test, let us know. I'm always excited to do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, and don't forget, every Thursday at noon,
every
new podcast. But pretty soon we'll be pumping out a lot of different content. So, hey, I'm pretty stoked about that.
Me too.
All right, guys. Well, until next week, just remember, keep camping and keep cooking.
Yeah.